Hello everyone. Today I want to explain on how to install AM Outer Instance in AWS EC2. I have listed all the steps here and I will put later in the description. The first step that we have to do is to create the EC2 instance in AWS console. So let's log in to AWS console and then select EC2. Then select instance and launch instance. Okay, I will select the Amazon Linux 2 for the OS. For the instance type, I will just use small instance, and later on we can upgrade the spec. So this T2 small is using 1 vCPU and 2 GB of memory. This step we can just skip. For the storage, I will put 40 GB. Later we can also increase it if needed. The tag I will just skip. Security group, I'll just create new one. And then review and launch. For the key pair, I already have my existing key pair. If you don't have any, so you can create a new key pair. For this case, I will just use the existing and click this acknowledge button. Okay, we can see that our instance is now launching. I'll click here to see my instance. It will take some time for the instance to be in the started status. So all the details that we have configured earlier during the launch instance, we can see also here. This is the availability zone. The exit that I use is Singapore. So Singapore is AP Southeast 1A. We'll see also the public IP and public DNS here. And the security group that we use, the key pair, and when is the launch. Okay, now it's running, but the status check is initializing. I think we have to wait probably 1 minute. Okay, we have done the first step actually. The second step, we will log in to the EC2 instance via SSH, and then to log in to EC2 instance, normally we can use PuTTY to log in to the server, but we have to add also our key pair here. PuTTY is using PPK, but if we create new key pair in AWS, we will get PEM file. So to convert from PEM file to PPK, we can use PuTTyGen. So you can install this tool, PuTTyGen. This one can convert the key pair from PEM to PPK. So you can load here and then later save private key. Then you will get the PPK. For this case, I already have, so I already convert to PPK. Let's see our instance on the status check. Okay, we can see now the status check is already check pass. So now we can log in into this instance. To log into this instance, we need to get the public IP. So we can capture here and go to your PuTTY, put the IP address here, port 22 for SSH, and then you can name your session. Let's say am ec2. Then you can save first, and you also need to add your key pair here. I'm using this am vanilla. Then back to your session and just save again and open. The key pair is working like your password. So when you log into your server, you just need to add or you just need to insert your username. We use EC2 user as a login. Okay, now we can access the server already. This is the second step to log into EC2 instance. The third step is to download the Java package. So AM is Java application and it runs on top of the JVM. That's why we need to install the Java first before installing AM. To download the Java package, you can download from this link. You can find later in the description. And then to transfer this file to the server, you can use any transfer tool. For this case, I'm using FileZilla. You can also use WinSCP or any other tools. We also need to log in. Put the IP address here. Username is EC2 user. You can leave the password blank. Port is 22. But you also need to add the data. Go to edit and setting. You need to add the key pair here as well. SFTP, yeah. Choose the SFTP and then you need to add the key pair here. Okay, for me it's already loaded. So actually this one, if previously you already add your key pair here, then you don't have to add anymore. So it's under edit, setting, and then choose the SFTP. Okay, and then you can quick connect here. So this is our server. To install the Java, we need to transfer the Java package first into the server. I will create the folder first here. So if you check the f-h, you will see this the slash folder is 40 GB, same like what we configured during the instance creation. I will go to the root path and I will create Java folder here. We need to use sudo to create the folder. Okay, now if we ls, we can see the folder is here. Okay, the next step, after we download and then create the folder, we also need to grant access for the file transfer. If we don't grant the access for the folder, will be fail when we transfer the file. So I just want to show you. If we haven't grant the permission, the file transfer will be fail. Yep, you can see one file couldn't be transferred. It's because this Java folder, we can see the right for other group or an other user is des, meaning we don't have access. So we need to give the access. We'll just give full access 777 using command sudo chmod 777 for this Java folder. If we ls again, we can see now the permission is already full permission, and we can start transfer the RPM package for the Java into this folder. See, it is running, it's transferring now. While waiting, let's see the next step. Next step is, after transferring the Java package, we need to install using this command. So let's go to the Java folder, and then we can see the file is here, and install Java using this command. Okay, it's done. We can check using java-version. So means if you get this, means you already successfully installed the Java, and you can see the version here. Next step is transfer AEM installer and then install it. I will create separate folder for AEM using the command sudo make-dir AEM. For this case, it's outer, so I will name it AEM, yeah, and then I will create another folder outer under AEM. So if we cd to AEM folder, we'll see outer. Later on, I will also install publisher. So I created outer folder also here inside. Same like the Java folder earlier, we also need to grant the permission to transfer the file using command sudo change mode 777 outer. Okay, we need to grant in the parent level. Okay, now this is our folder for AEM. Let's refresh and outer. I'll put the installer and also the license file, license properties file. Remember to transfer it as well. AEM is license application, so you also need to put the license file into the server. Now it's transferring, and let's wait for a few seconds, I guess. Okay, the next step, after we transferring AEM installer, we need to install it using this command. Let's wait for a few more seconds until the file transfer completed. Okay, the file already transferred now, and let's install it. We can see the file here. We can install using this command. You can adjust accordingly for your perm size and XMS, the heap size. This installation will probably take 10 to 15 minutes, so I'll pause the video first and I will come back after 10 to 15 minutes. By the way, sorry, before that, we can tail the file, the std out from this file. So while waiting on the installation, we can tail this file. to see what's happening and what's going on your installation. Okay, I'll come back after 10 to 15 minutes.
A few moments later.
Hi, I have waited around 5 minutes, but seems the log is not running. So if we encounter this case, what we can do is, and what I see here is the Apache has been stopped. What we need to do in this case, we can start to bring up AEM manually. So Control C, and we can go to CRX folder. Under CRX there is logs file. Yeah, this is all the logs. If you want to check to get the start script, we can go to the bin folder, and you will see the start script here. Let's run this, and let's tell the logs. This is the file. Okay, let's wait for another 5 to 10 minutes and I will come back.
A few moments later.
Hi, I'm back. So I have waited for around 5 minutes, but I see there's some error here in the log. What we can do for this case, if you encounter such error, you can try delete the index file in the repository. So under CRX Quick Start, you can go to repository. This is quite common issue during AEM installation. So remove using this command rm-rf, remove the index folder and all the file inside it. And after that, you can try go to your bin folder again and start AEM again. Again, we tail the log to see what's happening during the installation. Okay, and I'll come back in another 5 minutes.
A few moments later.
Hi everyone, I'm back. So I have waited for few minutes, and now I have seen that the startup completed. Let's try check if the AEM is up using this command ps-ef pipe grep java. This is to list all the Java processes in this server. So we can see this line, meaning the AEM is already up. The port we can see here, 4502. The last step that we need to do is to open the security group for AEM outer port 4502. If you not using default port, not 4502, then you need to open that custom port also in the security group. So go to AWS, and then in the security tab, we can select the security group and edit the inbound rules. From here, we can add custom TCP, open the port 4502. The source IP is 0000, meaning is for all IP4 address. Okay, the security group already updated. Now let's try to access the AEM using the public IP and port 4502. Okay, You can see that AM is already up. You can access using username admin, password admin. Okay, that's the step for AM Author installation in AWS EC2 instance. See you in the next video. God bless you.